It says I'm live. Oh, it says I'm live. I have a feeling I know what that was all about. Okay, I think I know what happened, and I don't know why it decided to have a mind of its own, but hopefully I'm on. And let me see. I'm on. Oh, okay, I'm good, I guess. Hi, Dee. How you doing today? Okay, I'm good, I guess. Hi, Dee. How you doing today? Hi, Dee. How you doing today? Okay, all right, now I'm back. I'm really on. I think. Oh. Okay. It's just been crazy. I'm gonna go get me some favor. Um, I have no clue what's up with that. I have no clue what happened. I think I did see what happened, and now I'm gonna go. It just. I think I have to delete one of my stream apps, but before I do, I gotta make sure one works better than the other, and the other one just kind of sat there stuck on stupid. So I don't know. Oh, I don't want that much. Yeah, that's good. I'll take that. Because I got a lot to do here. Okay. I got my gas, and of course, I'm going to run out of time to get those quest site items. Maybe. I don't know. We got snow today, everyone. I heard that sound. I did. Yeah, I'm not going to. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of snow, but we got enough, like a dust of snow. That's basically what we got. And, you know, it was nice, I guess. I wonder if it's running in 1080. Ace, if and when you get here, just an FYI. I don't know why um my OBS worked on the first part, but then when I went to the second part, it didn't work. I don't know why. Oh shoot! I got 28 seconds on those damn things. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh! I can upgrade my point status. Yeah. Oh God, it's probably gonna break my bank. You wait and see. It's probably gonna break my bank. Well, hello, Obi. I just realized you were here. Well, good. You do that, and I can get these stupid trees done. I gotta get these ones done, and then I gotta get the other ones done, and then I'm done with. I think I'm done with the trees, pretty much. I had a lot of tree quests today. Ugh. Oh shit. Um. Oh man, you're gonna do those, huh? Oh shoot. Oh man. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. And that's one season. You gotta be kidding. Hmm. $104. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna break my bank. Hopefully not, but I'm going to break the bank. Whoops. No, it is over here. I was doing good. Kinda. My OBS is just being naughty today. Oh. Oh, okay, that isn't too bad. I think I can do this. 76,030,000 diamonds. I gotta do this though. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm gonna be depressed for the rest of the day. Good morning, BC. How you doing today? Oh, well, I'm not that broke. I'm kind of broke, but I'm not that broke. I just prestiged my gold rush to level 2, so I don't feel bad yet. I only feel bad. It's like, one of those things. But it's worth it. It's worth it. God. I somehow screwed up on my my OBS though. So then I had to switch to Twitch. I had to play the switching game. Seems like that's the story of my life, Murphy's Law. Because what I did yesterday to test it out, because I'm gonna get rid of Streamlabs, and then I'm gonna stick with OBS. I used to use OBS years ago, and it obviously has changed too, because I think it was 8-9 years ago. You have 3 farms. Wow. Wow. Now wait a minute. Is your 3rd farm fully open? Yeah. See, that's like my 4th one. It's not fully open. But Mr. T made sure that he spent my diamonds, which was good for me, good with me. I was gonna do it anyway, but he did a really nice job. He opened up a bunch of big areas, because I had 4 million diamonds, so he opened a top area on the left and a bottom area. So yeah. Oh, you just unlocked it. Oh, I know that feeling. Yeah, it sticks you out in the middle of nowhere, and then it's like you're starting all over again. I know that feeling. Good Lord. So, are you gonna try to find the center, or what are you gonna do? Like, just you gonna hit a wall and then go from there? Wow. I haven't even, honestly, what, let me take a look at something. I haven't, hold on a minute. Let me see something. Oh, okay, so I did open farm 5, but, I haven't gone there yet. Obviously, that's my 4th farm right there. And I can't remember. You know, I don't remember what I used to open that. Huh. That's okay. On my original farm, um, I think I might be playing on that one later on today because it's level 125, and it's not open. Like it's just not open. But I think whereas it's level 125, it might be helpful to other people that have farms that at that level, that lower level. I think it might be helpful to help them out, with things that they're doing and stuff like that. Oh, somebody got a ticket. It wasn't me. How is it that I'm here and I heard the ticket sound? Oops. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I heard it, but that's interesting. I heard the ticket, but then, it's like not there. That's okay. I want to do my. Oh, I got a lemon tree available. That always helps. Oh, I'll do these pears. Yeah, I'll take them. I was actually gonna up Prestige, but it's on my Farm 4, which is the longer time as opposed to how you plant your crops, and a lot of them are really quick time. Um, I have on my fourth farm, they're all anything literally that's 10 hours and up. And on my fourth farm, like, and it's really not that bad because, like, today, for example, which I was very surprised, but then again, that's why yesterday I was saying, sometimes it's, like, I know I did it when I first started out too. When I was able to plant a lot of the ones that took a couple of days, I did do that, because it gave me more, more money and stuff. But, the albino, God, the albino, I know you know what albino eggplant. I was looking at that today and I was watching the little ticker and I thought, geez, that thing moves pretty fast as far as leveling is concerned. But again, when you look at how long it takes to do that, um, like today, it for a quest, it asked me for, I'm going to put them in the time frame, available time. Okay. So it did ask me today, for example, for the acorn pumpkins. Um, and you can buy them at a pretty cheap rate, I think you can. But as far as them leveling up in a fast way, it's kind of the slow way. But I didn't put my pumpkins down. I'll bet you it'll ask me for pumpkins on a quest today. I just know it will. But see, the albino eggplant, I was like kind of tempted because the albino eggplant, it levels up pretty fast. But then when I went to see how much it cost, I'm like, are you serious? No, 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 no. I changed my mind. I'll do it some other time, yeah. Look at that. I got my lemon trees up to Prestige 4. And pretty soon, thank God, they'll be level 5. And that way, I'll get an extra lemon. I'll get like 2 lemons, which is great. Then when I do my boost, I'll get more. And I only have for now. I only have four lemon machines or four factories. I only have like four jam machines. That's all I have. I could probably do more, but I'm happy with the four. Um, oh, and I gotta do the. This was interesting too. Here's another thing that happened yesterday. It had a mind quest, so I did do that. Yes, prestige goes to 5 and 10. When it goes to 5, you get one extra one, meaning you get like two instead of like the one. I'll show you that. Um, but when it goes to 10, you get three, I think. I think. Yeah, I think. Yeah. But it's at your discretion, basically it is. I mean, it's how you feel, comfortable. Let's just do it this way. For example, my corn is rank 5, okay? Is prestige to 5. So over here it'll say yield 2, okay? And it did take kind of a long time. Well, I had my workers on them and everything. Um, but the thing about the corn is it's I know you people go, oh, like we'll look at this and say, okay, that's 10 minutes. So break it down, it's 5. But the thing is, with the corn, it's a 15-minute wait, and watered. So I mean, you get 15 minutes. So every 15 minutes you can go harvest them. And again, it's not a fast leveling up item. It's really not. I mean, it took a little while, but it was well worth it. Obviously. I mean, look at it now. It's still level 60 after I finished. My potatoes, the same thing. I prestiged those up to level 5. That was it. Um, because you can go on in there and use your boost and get twice as much. And you can do the same thing with your corn. And the only other one that I did, okay, was the black cherry tomatoes. They were on 87. So, and I'll tell you, to be very honest with you, it took a little while for that. It honestly did. I'm not going to lie about that. It's like, obviously it's 87. But the thing is, too, is I only have 387 tomatoes of that kind down. And right now, I only have 2 workers doing the top side. So when I get off my lazy butt, I have to do it. I don't think. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll show you. No, they go to 10. They go to 10. It goes to prestige 10. But the thing is, it's kind of like, um, in order when you get to prestige 10, okay. I mean, here's the way it's gonna work. From prestige 5 through 9, let's say, you're gonna get just that one extra one. So then when you hit, and then by the time you hit prestige 10, you will get one more. Okay? I mean, it's at your discretion. I mean, it's just kind of how you want to play it. And I know some people already have done it to level 10 on certain things, and that's fine. Um, see, I don't prestigious anymore. The Jersey asparagus, it's a 2 hour, it takes 2 hours. And slow leveling. I'm like, forget about it. My coriander, I do have that one. I'm working on that one to get a prestige to 5 only. Um, it's Even though it says it's 9 hours, it's obviously 4.5. You know what? I can wait for that. Um, I almost was going to do the peanuts, but I'm not impressed with how it levels. I'd rather do a tree than do the peanuts, honestly. Um, Now, as far as my trees are concerned, I'm doing my fruit bat tree. I'm doing fruit bat. Which was the other one? And I'm kind of debating. Honestly, I'm kind of debating on the pine tree. Um, and there was that other one, black walnut. Oh, you got another ticket! Yay! Um, okay, this is the black walnut. Um, I don't know. It seems like it's kind of slow, but then again, it's only what? Guess what? One season. So I mean, if you're willing to put that one season down, then yeah. Well, at first I thought it went to 11 until I got it clarified that it was absolutely 10. But on the only two trees that I have here, as you can see, well, I'm more importantly, is the Ceylon and the Casio. Those are the only two trees for spice that I am going to prestige to 5 at least, because at least when you're at 5, you're going to get more than one. Okay? So I'd be happy with that. Yes. Well, it is. I'll tell you, to be honest, it really is. Let me just show you. Let me see. Is that tree ready yet? No. Okay. Let me just show you something over here. I mean, that's the thing, too. We all don't have a lot of money and things like that. So, you know what? I'm doing it the cheapskate way. Okay. Let me just show you something on my flowers, for example, okay? On my flowers, yes, I could probably go, but it's 90,036,000, 1,440. It cost me more to prestige. It would cost me more to prestige these than it did the Gold Rush today, because I did prestige those. And the same thing. Polar bear. Look at that, 102 million. Are they serious? Forget about it. So it is what it is. Fruit bat, I haven't. Fruit bat, I'm still waiting to do. I'll get those. But see, I'm working on my fruit bat, and I actually added a bunch more to my other things too. So, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like it's at your discretion. It's however you want to do it. But I'm just trying to think of ways of just kind of doing it in an inexpensive, cheapskate way. Want to go to my animals now? Oh wait, I gotta wait till spring. We can do my animals now or my crops, either one. Do you want to do crops or animals? Because if you're done with those polar bear, that's fine. Oh my God, your rules. No, go ahead and finish the polar bear. I don't normally let people do that. I can see Mr. T tapping his foot going, oh, but look at that. They're doing they're doing those flowers. Oh, God. I think the rest of my quests, I'll look at them now. Dr. Roby, I will tell you something. If I don't finish something, it would drive me literally batty. But I know in time that the only thing, the things that I have prestige now, the only ones I'm gonna work on. I know that there's lots of people out there that they prestige the 6. Wow. Yeah, I don't think the fruit bat trees. See, what I do is I put, I think, over 1,000 on my farm floor. Actually, I did. So now, with your trees being prestige at 5, how many diamonds do you get? Do you get 3? Oh no, wait. Do you get 3? Yeah. Um, I fed my starving horses with boost. Yeah. I'm kind of glad that they, um, because I remember when the event was over with, and I was just getting your basic 1 diamond, so they must have fixed it. But they didn't. Yeah, but in the notes they never mentioned they never mentioned the trees. Never. I'm like, I wonder why that is. What is that? Why are those popping? Oh, I know why. Shoot. Yeah, they're not going to pick them up. The farmhands will not pick up any tickets. So, yeah. From my understanding, they will not pick them up. They're only, I mean, because when you think about it, the farmhands are only there to, you know, harvest whatever they're supposed to be harvesting and feeding. But they are not going to, they're not going to, they're not going to pick up those tickets. Yeah, because I've watched them actually, like with the fishing thing now, and I know that the fishing is like they have the lowest one that spawns every, I don't know, I think it's 20 or 30 minutes or so. I've watched them do that, and no tickets ever showed up. So I just assumed, and I kind of read about it, but no, they're not going to pick up the tickets at all. The farmhands will not do that. So don't sit there and think it's broken. They're not broken. It's just that it's not going to happen. So, um, yeah. Oh, Peanuts, speaking of, I should put that little, I should put those little markers over there so that way I can see where it is. And I think, yeah, with that black walnut. I mean, I'm kind of interested in maybe prestiging black walnut. I don't know. You're getting good levels there, Dr. Obier. Nice. Coffee sip, everybody. It was really funny though when I was listening to the weather, and they never really mentioned snow. Like yesterday, they kept saying, "Oh, it's gonna be a sunny day, low 30s and 40s." Okay, not a problem. And the day before they said we weren't going to have any snow, and which was good. We didn't. But then they didn't say anything about snow last night. Yeah. I was like, okay. Um. Oh. These don't. No, these are the pears. Okay, I want to find that brown tree. I think that tree is actually. Okay. I think that this tree is actually. Let me see. Yeah, see, I'm gonna. Oh, I hate this idea. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I want to mark this one. If you see white spots, like if you ever come to my farm, well, in particular, like here, I put these white spots down just as a reminder. These will not be prestige, but I put them down as a reminder that, for the prestige. But I'm kind of wondering if it's kind of worth it or not. See, I'm looking at the way it moves. But the only drawback, it's one season. It's fall. So I don't know if I want to prestige something that's just one season. Though I did prestige the trees, the 2 spice trees, which are 2. But I'm going to have workers on them all the time, so that way I'll be able to get 2 spice all the time. Oh my goodness, my thing's full. Oh, I got to take care of that. 13,000. That's a shame. Because when you look how they upgraded everything, with the exception of that, you can have 25,000 of those flowers, other ones, the other flowers, but you can't with poinsettias. And I did not ask why, but I really would have appreciated to, if they did that. It would have been nice. But I'm not going to prestige any of the peanuts because they're just too slow. And I only have 2 peanut butter factories, so I'm good with that. Let me go over here. Let me see. Because you see, my farm is capped out. My flower shop, as you can see, is capped out. So, it's capped out. So I'm a little kind of, that they should have just made it even up across the board. But they did not, which is fine, I guess. You'll get yours there too. Ooh, $4.97. Yeah, want to see a show off? Look at this. This one's the fun one. Oh my God. I never realized that this would be so important to me anyway. Because you can fill up your... See, even though my warehouse is capped, okay, my vegetable shop is level 180. And you can get your, like the eggplant style and the lettuce style filled up especially the eggplant, quickly. So, oh God. But as you level up, the thing is, it's not a show off. I'm telling you, Dr. Obi, you will be so pleased and happy to do your warehouse. I told you, I'll give you all the diamonds you need. Just say the word, and they're yours. Yes. You see, that's a good thing. I'm like, this guy here, I'm going to tell you something. When it came to leveling him up, I mean, I'm serious. I didn't want to bother with him until I started doing the pigs a lot, and then I realized, oh my God, it's like, really? because he costs you diamonds excuse me, gold. But I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. My fish get a little full. So let me check these out. Oh, I suppose, no. I mean, I'm really slacking on these two, especially the fish. Well, anytime you want me to be on your farm, I will gladly work on it and boost up and, and give you the ribbons that you need. I'll help you with that. I don't have a problem with that. Because I know how important that is. Okay, Candy Shop, what do you want? 4 million? Oh, 200. Oh, I'll give you some of those. See, now she takes gold. I don't have a problem with that. Oh, I have a problem with selling my grapes because my grapes are terribly low. Wow, that's good. Nope, that's really good. Now, I just want to reiterate something I had brought up about yesterday. How you can turn in certain things for diamonds. And especially because like one friend of mine had said a while back, you know what? If you needed diamonds that bad, just, spend your gold. Well, I'm very funny about that. But, I mean, okay, so 2,000 gold will get you one diamond, okay? 250 diamonds will get you one ribbon, or 500,000. But you know what? If you get the money, the gold, let's just say the gold. If you got the gold to do it at for diamonds, I would do it, and I've done it. Not a lot, but I've done it. But now I'm gonna go back to this guy over here that, with your favor, um, because I don't know if some of you know this or not, but I want to go back to this guy again. Now, if you hit your exchange, okay, on your on the collaboration hub, okay. Now, here's the deal. If you notice, the most expensive things that you're going to use your favor for, if you want to do it this way, if you want to go this route, is, okay, 4 favor for 1 ribbon, okay. It's doable. It's like, 1 favor for 13 diamonds. Now that's a pretty good deal, you know. Um, so I mean, it's totally up to you guys. I mean, I think that's the best way to go because, and I know some of you say, well, Jesus, I'm only a level 100 something. I don't get that, I get that, but, and I know it's a pain to go and, get what you need. But now, like, see, personally, my opinion is that I'm going back to the ticket trader. I mean, do you see the difference? 4 for 20, 8 for 8. So in other words, 1 for 1, 12 for 80 peanuts, 16 for 20 yarn. Nah, I mean, that's my opinion. Some people might think it's great because, they're maybe just starting out, but I'm not going to do that. If I wanted to level it up, and that's the other thing too, because Ace kind of briefly touched on that. He said and you can level it up to 100. Do I want to waste my ribbons for that? No, not right now. Because one of the things that he mentioned is he didn't really notice a big difference for ticket drop. So it's your call. I mean, and if you and that's the thing too, and that's why on their Discord, they do have an area where you guys can go in there and say, hey, my thing is at 100, but it's not making a big difference. Okay. That means I think I have to wait until spring. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I do. I'm going to wait till spring because, yeah. I'm going to wait till spring. I don't want to wait till spring, but I'm going to wait till spring. Um, yeah, I want to wait till spring because that's when them trees down there will be ready and done, and then hopefully I'll be done with that. Oh, I really hate this. God. I hate that when it does drop and you got to stop what you're doing and go back. Stop what you're doing and go back. Oh yeah, they definitely do. Cuz I could care less right now. I mean, it's okay if I can get tickets dropped, that'd be wonderful, but um on on um on my thing, let me see. Okay, on my thing here, my tickets are 77 over 2060. I'm not going to worry about leveling it up either. But yeah. They probably know that. They're probably trying to figure something else out with it. I don't know. Hopefully they are. I don't know. But I don't think that ticket trader is really worth it, especially with the crap that they put down. I mean, it's pretty much common items. It is common. Oh, my lemons are 7,000. Jesus. I got this and I don't know. I just ignore it. But I do know that there are people out there that need to know about the ticket trader and the tickets, what they're for, what they're used for. I know that there are people out there that need to know. And, I'd be more than happy to help them out with it. That's why, like, for the past few days, I've been saying stuff about it, but I do not want to discourage anybody from saying, hey, you know what? It's good. Well, I think most of us say it's not. It's not. You did. Thank you so much, Dr. Roby. I appreciate that. You know that. Oh, do I have to wait till spring? Oh, and I did put a few, because I kind of thought to myself, I should put some traveling thingies down, right? So I did. I broke down and put some travel points on this side, yeah. And then I realized, oh, I have number 8 over here. But honestly, I'm not gonna, nah. I'm gonna just leave what I got. Because you got your houses and everything as a travel point, so I thought that maybe I don't know, maybe I got it. Oh, wait a second. Yesterday, let me check something. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Llama, garlic, tulips, sunrise, geranium. Maybe I did. Okay. Oh crap! It's winter. I forgot. I gotta do the trees again. But that's okay. I'll get to them. It be winter. Yeah, and those pomegranates that you see are prestige, I'm not going to prestige those anymore either. Only because I don't find them to level up as fast, but at least, they're there just because. Because if you have the jam machines, and, I don't know how many you have, but if you're starting out with the jam machines, I mean, I started out with 2 and now I have 4. I actually had more than that, but then I realized I didn't have enough to supply it. Then what made matters worse was the apple trees for the horses. Oh, yeah. And just to level up my horses when we first got them, I put 600 horses down. And then, I went from there. Did I miss any? No. Okay, I did not. Okay, I want to make sure I didn't miss any. I hate when I miss them. And these here are just empty spots for mushrooms. This is the only mine that's going to have blue ones. I will not put white ones down in here at all. I'm just going to use all blue. But I'm going to make sure that this mine is cleared out before I put any more blue mushrooms down. So there's that. And there was something. Oh, I'm going to say, I know I missed one or two. A whole area. I think I'm out. I think I'm out of mushrooms. No, I'm not. I can see some. See, I've been keeping up with these mushrooms now. They haven't yet, knock on wood somewhere, they haven't asked me for blue mushrooms yet. I'm just waiting for them to ask me for mushrooms to level something up. Oh my god. And I normally boost, but you know what? I'm just going to get what I can from here. See, nice. I got 6 pulls on those. And I highly wouldn't recommend, I mean, unless you really, really, really have to, okay? I wouldn't recommend you deleting those spots where you put mushrooms down. Let me see, make sure it's all done. And the reason why I say that is because, well, maybe your mind isn't fully open, or maybe you've got 3 open or something to that effect. But just bear in mind that you have 4 spots in each room or each cave area. You only have 4 spots for mushrooms. Okay, so try to space it out. And then see, if you have that one farm, gradually open them up, but just when you do gradually open them up, you're going to have a whole bunch of areas to put mushrooms in. You're going to have 9 areas. Okay, so just to kind of give you an FYI, just make sure if you and when you get your blue mushrooms, get them and put them down. Don't sell them. And the other thing I will tell you is on the white mushrooms, they need to be like level 24 fully to get to the next mushroom. So try to follow through with that. I mean, because yes, they will ask you for a lot of the white mushrooms, as far as the quests are concerned. I don't think I'd ever had one with blue. Let me see. Oh, now it's going to give me that. Oh, wait, I got to stand over here. Because you only get 3. That would be nice if they gave us more mushrooms, but that's okay. See, it shows that I have only these ones remaining right here. Shiitake mushroom. So, but as I said, because, keep your white mushrooms, even though the seasons are 2 hours, keep at least 4 spots. Keep at least 4 spots, like maybe over anywhere. It doesn't matter. Just keep at least 4 mushroom spots opened with white mushrooms growing in there all the time until they're at least level 24 or 25. Because when you're first starting out, okay, it's going to say, something 25 opens up something, it's going to tell you that. And you're going to see that little thing down there on the screen below the picture. And it's going to tell you how many pulls yields. What that means is you're gonna get 12 out of that. Okay, each one is a slightly different. Okay, each one is slightly different. So it's going to show you that you can harvest it 8 times. So that's the route I would go for sure. You know, um, just to give you a heads up on that. Come on, springtime. It's okay. I'll do my fruit bat trees. Spring's coming soon, and then I can be out of here and go to my other map that I want to go to. Oh crap! I could have gone to my number 4 map, but I'm not going to do it. So, hopefully I'll get, well, because I have a big amount on the other farm, hopefully I can get those level up pretty easy, to 5 at least for now. I'm getting 2 diamonds now, so hopefully when it hits 5, I'll get another one. And I'm not using boost, so I'm just getting the normal 2. And if you do use boost on it, you get 18 XP. Woo. I don't care about the XP right now. Oh, come on, spring! I can always go to my farm 4, though, right, guys? That's all I'm waiting for is spring. Just get this one stupid tree done, because I know I'll forget about it. I wonder how much time I would have. If I fastly, let me see. Okay. Let's go to 4. I'll pray. Come on, Pokey. Take me there. Come on, baby. Okay. How's my gas? My gas is fine. Okay. We're going here. I have on this one 1,820 fruit batteries. So, not bad. I know I'm not going to finish all these trees in 2 minutes and odd seconds. I just know that. But it's a start. But on this farm here, up in the top here, what I'm doing is I'm putting the gold poinsettias up there. I think I have over 1,000. I'm not sure. I might put them down a little further. But I'm gonna kind of hold off. I'm gonna wait actually until those are ready. So that way, if I put more of those down, they'll be on time evenly with the rest of the flowers. That's the thing you should do too is, like, if you're going to put more down of something, even if it's an animal, you could do 1 or 2 things. You could wait, okay, wait for them all to catch up with each other. Or when you're planting something, trees, it's not going to matter. Flowers, on the other hand, if you decide, hey, you know what, I want more flowers, okay, that's fine. But do yourself a favor, because it's just going to throw you off completely. If you add more flowers, either harvest the ones that you want to add more to, and then put them down. But don't put them down when they're in the middle of, it's time. Always try to put them down when you just harvested them, or, and it's got that full time back again. Do it that way. Or you could put them down anytime you want. Oh my God, it's making me stop for a damn ticket. I see that. Oh. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. Oh, I had a ticket today. land on top of a tree, like on top of it, not on the ground level, but like sort of like on top. It just stopped. I was like, okay. Oh, 13 seconds on the clock. Yes, and it's springtime in that other place, so you know where I'm going back to. Okay, okay, girls and boys. I'm going back over here, over there, because I want to finish that. I want to finish that last tree. And that way, you know. Okay, alrighty then. I'll start here. I can't believe those horses are hungry again. Or not hungry, but they're ready. Okay. Please just don't do any more trees. Then after this, I'll go to my. I have to go back to Farm 4 anyways because I have those crops I gotta do, but that's not a big deal. See, the trees are all done. Yay. I had a lot of trees for quests today. I'm like, what's up with that? So. And I really want to apologize, though, if some of you came on earlier when I started streaming and you heard that song over and over again. I'm really sorry about that. Things happen. I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on with the OBS, and now I got to do it again to figure it out because I have no clue what's going on with it. I actually yesterday had to test it out, but I think what happened was I didn't fully test it, so that's probably why. But I'll get it figured out. So if you see me streaming again today, it's not because I'm streaming. It's because I'm testing things out again. Okay, so here's my Farm 4. And my Farm 4 is, I haven't really decided exactly what I'm going to do with it. But over here, so like today, I was working on this part of the farm today. So what I did was, you know what? In a pinch, I put these low-level crops down. Because all the crops over here are, I shouldn't say low-level, but they are. Time-wise is why is over here. Okay? So anything that's 10 hours or above will go over on the other side. And it's not finished, obviously. But I'm just going to put the ones over there that take a long time as opposed to something that takes, a shorter time. Because shorter time, I just would put that on my regular farm only because I know most of the stuff. Okay, so if it's 2 hours, it's going to be an hour. I'm not going to worry about that. Even if it's 14 hours, I'm going to put it over here. You know what I'm saying? So, and I actually leave them over here so that way when I leave them over here on my Farm 4, they're here. I don't touch them. And today, one of the things in the quest was acorn pumpkins. And guess what? I had them. I didn't have to wait. So I was happy with that. Uh-oh, what's it going to ask me for now? Come on. And I'm not touching those peanuts, even though I should, but I'm not gonna. Okay, so nothing is... Okay, good. And it's kind of funny because sometimes you get lucky, and if you... Like, you can do two kind of quests at the same time. I actually like that when it says that, when it does that. Okay. Oh. Okay. I guess I have to go to the fish farm. Because... It's okay, because I got flowers on one side and fish on the other. I mean, who wants to go fishing? Not me. I mean, it's really not that difficult to do fish when you think about it. You know what I mean? You just go right by and you're done. It doesn't cost you any gas either. So that's the thing I do like about that. God, remember Farm Together one? You stood there and you're like pulling it out of the water and, kind of having a little struggle with it. Okay, so I'm not touching the peanuts. And is it too soon to? It probably is. I probably can't plant any. Yeah, pumpkins are fall and summer. Okay, so I'm gonna head back to my fish farm. That's what I call it. Fish and flowers. I put fishy flowers. Hey, I'm not cheap. I actually spent some money today. I actually used money and everybody saw me do it. I actually used money today to prestige one thing. Oh, look at all them fish ready to go, baby. See? I mean, I did prestige something. Yeah, you should. You should let them know that I actually spent money to prestige something. Oh, oh. Hey, you better put some fish in there. I did prestige the white sardines. Because they're every like 30 something minutes, 34 minutes. I mean, not that I spend a lot of time over here in the fish area, but you figure, um, depending on what you're doing, and if it's every 30 minutes, if you're gonna spend more than 30 minutes on your farm, yeah. Because, I have a lot of them, so, yeah. Oh, and my donkeys need to be taken care of. Okay, let's go to number 4. Yeah, pick number 4. Pick me. Look at that, Mr. T. My farm is level 497. I mean, I know it's not a big deal, but it is to me. Because maybe I'll get more visitors. Maybe you'll say, oh, wow, that's a level 500 farm. They got to have something good. And I know I'm doing it the short way and not the long way. I'm aware of that. Thank you very much. I only do it for a reason. The reason why I do it is I try to make it short until it gets like kind of center where the flowers are. And then when I make it short, then I just go up and down the rows. So I'm lazy. I would never do this on somebody else's farm though. No. Ooh. Oh God, I gotta do paintings now. Oh, those are easy too. Okay, we can do that. They take oh shoot. I got all the pigs in the paintings, don't I? Oh, wait a minute. I always got my little secret hideaway. My little secret houses. Oh, geraniums. Okay, I'm gonna go and see for giggles and laughs. I know I don't. Ooh, something's done. Oh, not the pig. Oop, nope, nope, no. Food, food, food. No, I wouldn't. Nope, nope, I wouldn't. But look at it this way. You had a wonderful day yesterday. You spent mostly all my diamonds. Didn't that make you feel warm and fuzzy inside, knowing that you did that? See? I'm just saying. I'll stick with my old carrot cake. And let me just show you something really quick, people. Because, like, okay. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Or show you, actually. Let's look at the inventory. I am sure it was like the happiest day of your life. See, I have 60 cupcakes, okay? And the NPCs in town will ask you, to trade in anywhere from 20 to 30 cupcakes. So it doesn't really matter which one you use. But what I do is I've been starting to use the carrot ones, even though it takes 10 minutes. I'm sure you would. See, if I have another 4 mil, you're good to go. But as you can see, like the carrot cake takes 10 minutes. Okay. The fruit salad is 8. The chocolate cake is 15. But also take a look at the ingredients. I picked the carrot one because it uses one of each. It's not a big deal. But then as you kind of look at some other things, okay, this is 10 minutes, the carrot cake. This one here is 8 minutes, fruit salad. It's going to take 2 of a lot of things. I don't care about the diamonds at this point. The same thing with the chocolate cake. That's not too bad, but it's 15 minutes. And also with the creme caramel, that takes 2 of everything, 12 minutes. Here you get the 5-minute job. Okay, here's the thing. 10 wheat, 2 eggs. It takes a lot for 5 minutes. So, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, pay attention to what you're going to make. That's my best suggestion, is to pay attention to it. Especially for a quest, pay attention to it. Okay, now, I can do another flower in here, yay. I don't think this flower takes very long. 12 minutes. So you know what? We'll have these done in 12 minutes. Well, no problem. And again, see, I did carrot cake because it takes 1 of each. I have done the ones that do 5 minutes, you know what I mean? The 5-minute ones. But I've only done that when I'm going to be on the farm for a while. And, or I need them like now because I don't have any cookies left, or I don't have any cupcakes. Nope, but I'm not doing those. I don't really do the sculpture too much, just because I don't. But these are my getaway houses. When I want to get away, if I'm hiding or whatever, or if I'm on my farm, this is where I go. And I'll do another one right there. And I'm done. Now see, and I got my little relaxing trees that I can watch the donkeys. And I'm not going to harvest those yet. No, I'm not. Because I want to finish what I was doing, which would be down here. Which is with these flowers. Oh, God, I hate when I get messages on my phone. Okay. Okay, I got enough of that. Okay, so um, oops, sorry. So now I'm gonna just go all the way up to the top and do the same thing. But at least I know now that. Oh, jeebus. Well, the eggs. Oh gosh, I think those are spring. I think those are spring eggs. Yeah. But I'm not gonna worry about it. We're good. What's this? Let me say this. Did you read my last text message because you did not respond? And doing that blanket would be a very smart idea. So you don't burn out your radios. Or actually freeze them to death. Okay, now, you guys are probably saying, what? Freeze the radios to death? Yeah. Like, it snowed last night, and obviously it gets very cold. And someone that has these very expensive radios have them in a shed, which is cool. But the drawback is, they're all digital and stuff like that, and that's why I said, did you read my last text message about the burlap blanket? Because, like when you're planting flowers, a lot of people use different things to protect flowers for spring, which I did. But I remember, some years back that people would put burlap around rose bushes. So, I mean, I don't know. And I'm really going to be doing some work out here in the spring. As soon as that comes rolling around, I'll be hoping for that soon. Because I really look forward to putting a nice garden out there. I don't know if I want to do a vegetable one or not. I'm not sure. I want to be able to put some flowers out, and I already started doing that. Oh, hi, Dialects. How you doing? Wow, you haven't been on in a while. Where have you been? Whoop. Oh, God. Have you been hiding? But now I'm kind of debating whether I want to do what I want to do. But definitely, I'm going to put some flowers on because I do have an area that. What I'd like to do um, is an area that I want to just. It it's just really disgusting. I'm doing good. I'm doing really well. I'm trying to straighten out my stream stuff because I haven't been streaming like a lot like I was usually doing. But I'm switching over from Streamlabs to OBS, which I used to use OBS, but now I'm learning how to use OBS all over again. So I'm tweaking it. Yes, I'm tweaking my OBS to get my streams right. Good Lord. Um, it's kind of irritating because today what I did was I I started to stream and it worked okay. And then when I wanted to go to the next scene, it was like, no, not going to happen. Sorry. So now I am streaming from Streamlabs. Oh, God. Because I said to one of our people there, Ace, I can't wait to delete the Streamlabs. I mean, Streamlabs, I'll tell you, it is really good for beginners. It is. But it does have some restrictions for the obvious reason because, they want you to spend your money, and I'm not spending any money to do that. It was kind of funny because I was telling Ace last night, that when I used to stream on OBS years ago, I never had a chat box ever. Like, but the particular game that I was playing was a basic point and click, and things like that. So um, I'm sure you've met them, not met them, but heard them. You know, I'm going to try to remember get the name of that game again. Um, and then maybe some of you might remember him. There was a guy that played this game. He did stream a lot, but he was just annoying. He had this annoying voice. What I'm saying is, um, he had, well, the way he would say hello to everybody, I don't know. I mean, it was like his voice was piercing, and it was just, you know, it was, hello, everybody. How's everybody, girls and boys? And I'm like, oh my God, no, 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 no. And then then that would be the end of his, good morning and hellos to everybody. But it was just annoying. And then obviously, he would talk normal during the game and stuff like that, which was okay. But there were certain things that he would say about this game that I'm like, no, I know how to do this. And um, because some of the things he would say were kind of like, this is an absolute thing, and it wasn't. And I had to, so I guess for me, I did. I picked up the OBS, learned how to use it, slapped my stream up there, and went to town with it, and put it on YouTube too. Um, but I never had a chat box, which was, I mean, I never even thought about it. So, and that's what I was telling Ace last night. No, I never had a chat box. No. And I know that they did, obviously, because, I did see other streams and things like that, but I just never added it. I never gave it a thought to put it in there. And I uploaded all those videos there to YouTube. And I know that the people that did play the same game, they really liked my videos because, I kind of like proved the other guy wrong with certain things that he was saying. And actually, too, he used to get freebie stuff, and they stopped giving him freebie things. Now, I don't know if it was because I'm like, this guy's full of crap. He's probably just in it for the whatever, the little goodies, and I could care less about goodies. I don't care. But but that's what he was doing. He was just, because I kind of proved the point, not to say it in a mean way to him. I never even mentioned his name. No, I still can't think of his name. I don't want to think of his name. Because every time I think of his name, it's kind of like, that voice. Oh. It's like, okay, yeah, yep, yep, yep. I'm good. Yay me. I don't know. To me, I think, I hope anyway. I try, I don't try, I just do. I talk in a normal tone, whatever that is, but I do talk in a normal tone. But I also think too sometimes it has a lot of times a lot to do with like me. Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that follow, and follow anybody else. Well, honestly, um, I mean I love it when people do follow me. Not Don't get me wrong, but I have watched other people do the farm together too, and um, some are still playing the game. Actually, what's really screwed up, and I don't know how. Well, I guess because like me, um, what like when you setting up your stream, obviously you got to give it a title, right? And then you got to put it under what game it is. And many times, I want to go see what other people are streaming. I want to, for Farm Together. I want to see what they're doing. Um, what gains them, it gives me ideas of what are they doing that gets them a lot of followers. I do know that in other foreign countries, I don't know, is it European? See, some are European and some are Asian. It varies. And they speak a different language, obviously. So, yes, that would make sense because they probably don't speak English. So, and I totally get that. But I can physically see what they're doing, and and their streams are really lovely. Um, and they have a lot of followers. But um, but I particularly pay attention to like what they're doing, what they're doing. Oh, and here's the other thing too I want to mention. Sometimes, which as Ace and I were talking about this the other day again, um, and I've seen it's not even farm together, but I have seen people on farm together just do this. I'm not talking. You notice that I wasn't talking. I wasn't saying anything. So I don't know what the dealio is with that, but God bless them. I'm just saying, God bless them. Are they shy? I mean, at least say to me that you're doing something. I had one, and here's the other thing too. And I don't think the guy. Well, see, my curious question is this. Okay, all right. So what I did is I have my iPad set up so I can actually see the chat because obviously I can't see it on my screen because I'm playing my game in full screen. But I do have my iPad and it's open to my Twitch and I can actually see people talking or asking questions or whatever. I can see that. And and there's been a few times, on a farm together, um, that I'll see somebody just doing their thing, and I'll say hello or whatever, and no response. Then I'll ask them a question, no response. So my thinking is that they're probably playing the game and they do not see a chat screen, or they may not have a chat screen. See, so I don't know. I don't really know. But then, other than Farm Together, because again, I've played other games, and um, I'll give you a good example, which actually drove me absolutely cuckoo. Um, I remember, well, we're going back probably. I haven't played that game now in what, maybe four years. So there was Destiny 2, for example, okay? And I remember even before that, like if you wanted to learn how to do a raid, don't ever think someone's going to teach you. I mean, well, unless they're really good friends with you and they like you or something. I don't know. But nine times out of 10, I remember with Destiny, they would say to you, go watch YouTube. Okay. I did that. I absolutely did watch YouTube. How to do raids, right? And a particular one. Here's the little drawback. You could say it the same rule of thumb like with Farm Together. Everybody plays different. So when you're watching people do a raid, and whoever's leading that raid is going to do it different from the other guy. And because it's like that person that's doing the raid, that's leading the raid, he or she knows what they're going to do, and everybody else knows what they're going to do. You know, so basically, when you're watching YouTube and you're watching different raid tactics, I guess you have to learn how to do every single one of those little jobs because if you don't, you're kind of going to be up the creek without a paddle, right? I mean, because that's it. Um, I've watched other games where they're pretty action packed and stuff. Like right now, I'm stuck on. I play Borderlands 4. I haven't played it that much though lately because I'm stuck on this stupid boss that I gotta do. Oh, see that? I could have. And I got stuck on this stupid boss. I mean, I almost get him down to like death, and then guess what happens? Something spawns and kills me. So, gotta love it. But now I have learned, um, well, now I have learned when I watch streams on anything, sometimes it's just an interesting video that they do. Um, But if I want to, like, let's say I want to make a comment or whatever, I don't like to be forced to follow someone just to ask them a question. I will never do that to people. Um, and once I see that, bye. Because what's the point? Um, there was someone, they're probably still there. They have it listed as they want 1,000 followers before they recycle their farm. Yeah, have it that. Yeah, because I mean, there was like a one game it was kind of new actually. There was one game and it and it looked interesting and stuff like that. I couldn't really figure out what game they were playing, but it was a nice looking game. And I was like, wow, So the moment I started typing in, you have to be a follower, I'm like, okay, bye. I'll find another game similar to that one. So, I mean, I don't get the gist of that. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what the purpose of that is. I mean, I don't. Maybe some streamer can say, well, I do that because I like to force people to do things they don't want to do. Yeah, okay, right. I'm good with that. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you very much. There's nothing else? Okay, so. But, I don't know. And the other thing you will never see me have on my screen, and I've had people send me messages, want me to pay them money to set up a stream, with all the bells and whistles and doodads and things like that. I will never do that because, and I'm not saying that people that do that they're terrible. Um, what I'm saying is that when I watch streamers, I want to watch the streamer. I want to watch the game. I don't want to see these silly little things going across my screen, and see a small screen because they have all these little things on the bottom or on the top, and that is just that's just too much stuff, you know. Because to me, I get a little distracted. Though I have to admit, Wolf now he does have some things that go across the screen and everything. But I want to tell you something. He was very, I guess, entertaining at the same time with the game. He didn't miss a beat when I asked him a question or other people asked him questions and commented. So he didn't miss a beat. He did really well. I mean, come on, this guy had a hairy chest with a black low cut dress on and a pot over his head. Hello. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I saw the humor in that. I really did. I thought that was just so original. I mean, it was just, because when I looked at him, I'm like, oh my God, you know. And the thing is, he was playing a game that I was interested in. And but I just thought, how original is that? Seriously, how original, is that? You know what I mean? I'm sure other people do the same thing. They do put these crazy outfits on. But I really appreciated that you know, he was just, he was playing the game and he was entertaining and made it interesting. And I was able to watch the game too. Um, And I did ask him, I says, what's with the pot on the head? Because I think it was a Thursday or something like that. He goes, oh, he says, it's like a challenge. I said, oh. He goes, yeah. He says, like, he puts different things on. So I thought, oh, okay. Works for me, you know. Um, I don't dare ask other people that are streaming why you dress like that because, well, it depends on what they're streaming. You know what I'm saying? But, God bless them, whatever floats their boat. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever floats your boat. Stream away, baby. Just get on there and stream away. Um, And I do know people will pay big money, you know, for the animated, and uh, I won't pay big money for animated nothing. I just won't do it. So I mean, and I mean, I saw this poor. I felt bad for the kid too because he was, quitting his stream, and you could tell that he invested quite a bit in streaming. And one of the things I noticed was he spent almost $1,000 for someone to make his avatar, to make his character. Almost $1,000. That is serious streaming. You're gonna pay someone $1,000 to make you one of them things. Wow. And then I don't know how. I don't know honestly how long he was streaming for. But he was a young man, and because he finally revealed himself, I guess. But I watched his other streams, and they were very interesting. And but when he got into like the part where how much he paid to have that character made, I'm like, oh my god, that's a lot of money. But hey, if you get the bucks, I guess if you get the money, do it, pay it, whatever. But I won't be. No, no, no. So, yeah, yes, yes, and um, and a lot of times people think, and I know even for myself, not this time around, but from the last time around, um, I mean, I don't know what would make you a success overnight. I don't know. I don't know what the secret is because there isn't any. I don't think. Um, but I think what happens is that you generate followers over time. And it's really kind of neat, and I appreciate it because I let people know that hey, I usually transfer all my Twitch stuff to YouTube because it only stays on Twitch for what 4 weeks? No, excuse me, 2 weeks I think it is. Um, so I transfer it to YouTube, and I was like surprised because I have subscribers over there that I never had before. Well, I did before, but when you subscribe to a YouTube channel, and let's say, and I've had it happen, and let's say that whoever the person is kind of changed their MO to something totally different that you're not interested in. I've actually dropped off as a subscription only because they're not doing those, the particular thing that I was interested in. Um, so yeah, but I think because I've only been streaming since what February or March of this year, and it does take time. It's not something that's gonna happen overnight. It just takes time, and you have to have patience. Um, I don't know. I guess if the more creative that your stream is, as far as what you got on your screen, might draw them in too. I suppose if you're up there singing and doing dancing, and you're gonna gain a lot of followers. You probably will. But if you're doing games, and one of the tips that I did see is how to get more followers, is um, they keep track of what are the most popular games that are streamed. And of course, if you go that route, oh man, you could, but the problem is that you have to be somebody, which I'm not at this point. You have to be someone because that streams different games, and I don't do that yet. And I might do it eventually at some point down the road when I feel comfortable enough to do, a different stream. But I do know that Farm Together 2 is popular. Um, and I do know that a lot of people, yeah. No, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, I like playing my Farm Together too. Um, I like playing it quite a lot. like I said, I do have other games, and and I know I mentioned this before in another stream. Like, you know what? I bought Power Wash 2. Okay? And really the game basically is rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. There's really not a whole heck of a lot. There's no strategy to the game. It's just that you go in there, you see a truck, you wash it, you clean it, you're done. End of story. Okay? There's no adventure, no planting. There is a gnome somewhere around that you can kick it around. There's your little cat, or two cats you get, and I don't know how they each join up with you, but that's all you get out of the deal. You know, it is a nice game. Don't get me wrong. No, you didn't miss very much, Obi. It is a nice game, Power Wash 2. I enjoyed playing it. I streamed it once. Um, And I guess when I streamed it that one time, it was like there really wasn't much to say other than oh, did I get it? Nope. Now I did. See that? That's just there you go. It really is. It is. That's what I look at it as. I just here's the thing. Um, I used to think that about Farm Together, the first one. Like, it doesn't turn my brain off. Though I will tell you this, and I'm sure we've all been guilty of it. And we didn't have Auto Tractor like we do now. But I will tell you this. I have played Farm Together, and did this action, you know. But you know something? When you're going that route on Farm Together 1, and then you got Auto Tractor right. And if you got them long lines, I know no one's going to admit it. I will. Um, the thing that people have that tendency to do is they just keep going and going and hit the wall, right? And once you hit that wall, you're asleep. Because you know what? You're asleep. I mean, and I've done it. I've sat there and playing my farm together, and because I mean, obviously, you're not doing 30 whatever. You're doing a whole row. And here I've got, you know, 387. So like I can put my controller down and sit back, put my hands up and just relax and go, oh yeah. And you know what happens? Your eyes start to close. But by the time you open your eyes, right? What do? You find yourself on the wall, and it's terrible when you're doing crops. That's even worse. But the thing is, you find yourself, you hit the wall, and then you go, oh, like you don't realize that you took a little snooze. Okay, so when you took your little snooze, right? You turn around and you go, oh my God, what did I do? Because now you got a whole line of crops next to what you was just doing. And you know you didn't want the crops there. So, yeah. So I am very guilty of that. Um, but I do know that, some people, I mean, we all do it. I mean, we're all guilty of falling asleep during the game. But if I'm playing a game, let's say, for example, like Borderlands, nah, no, you can't, no, you won't, no, you can't fall asleep, no. But this game, you can, after you sit back, and now you're spoiled with Auto Tractor, and you just sit back and relax and let your tractor do all the work for you. Because I'm so guilty of that. Because I do, I play this game quite a lot. I do. And I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that play this game a lot too. So, but I don't know. I just think that I mean, this is a game. In my opinion, my feeling is that this game is not going to go out and die. There'll always be lots of people that play it because this is a game that you can like. This is a game that you can relax, you can play, and yes, it can keep you busy. You know. And yes, it can make you very creative. Um, so, ah, oh, well, I really am sorry. Don't stop playing. My God, don't stop. Don't do that. Yeah, I know. I've had some people drop off because I wasn't streaming, and I apologize. Things, it's like where I just recently moved in, even though it was in August. I'm still working on getting my act together, and I'm also still. I've been looking at computers. That's another thing. I've been looking at computers, um, but that shouldn't be a problem. I mean, I'm gonna upgrade my computer anyways. Um, so I'm looking into getting a new computer very soon. But I want to get something that's pretty decent, that's going to work for me, and that I'm going to like using. So, but I'm going to do that soon. But once I get the new computer up and running, see, I'm going to make sure it's up and running, has the software and the applications that I want on it. Then I'm not going to worry about it. Because I do have other games on Steam, but I didn't realize it when I bought this computer at the time. It doesn't have it doesn't even have it has a half a terabyte, and I'm like, of all people, how did I miss that? So now I'm going to look into a computer and make sure it has 2 terabytes, and then I'll be a happy little camper. And being that the holidays are around, hopefully I'll find a reasonably priced computer. Oh, those must have been quested. Why is that like that? I still got my workers in Halloween outfits. What, with a computer? Yeah. See, I want to get something with 2 terabytes instead of just no, instead of one. I must have. Yes, I did. Okay, yes, I did. All right, I did. So what I'm going to end up doing is. Like, well, no, yeah, I did. I bought this one here. Like the computer I'm using right now is a Dell computer, and I purchased it. I don't know, a few years ago, at least 3, maybe more. Um, so I know it's time to buy a new one. Because I don't just go buy one just to buy one. But I'm thinking I want to get something. Yes, I'm getting a desktop. Yeah, yeah, I'm getting a desktop for sure. And it doesn't have to have a lot of the bells and whistles. Um, and I don't know. There were, I'll tell you something. What I sort of didn't like. For example, when I used to play, let's say, oh wait a minute, no, those are the same controls. When I used to play Elder Scroll Online, or even there was this other game when I Conan, but there's so many variations of that game. But anyways, the only thing that I found that was a drawback is this. Um, Sometimes when you buy a game, um, and then let's say for example you buy it on your Xbox, and then let's say for example you want to go play it now on your PC. Well, guess what? The controllers are not going to be the same because you have to use your keyboard most of the time. Like there was a game um, that's on Steam. Nice game, don't get me wrong. Um, but then it said semi uses controller. Okay. So I did this semi-uses controller in the game, and I'm like, no, no, I don't like it. I just didn't like it at all. Um, there was another game like I played, and then when I went to go play it on Xbox, oh my gosh, the whole thing was just totally different. So I said, I had to choose between, do I want to play it on my PC or do I want to keep playing it on my Xbox, and which I obviously did. And I got used to how to using the controller and everything. It was just irritating that, and I get it, you know what I mean? I do understand that, like, because if you are playing games on your PC and then you swap over to your Xbox, yeah, some of the things on your controller are going to be slightly different, in which they are for me, definitely. But I'm used to that. Um, if I play Farm Together on my Xbox, yeah, there are certain things there that I can't do. You know what I mean? But I'm used to it. I get it. Um, like, okay, on my keyboard, for example, because I am playing on my PC. Okay, so on my keyboard, in order for me to do chat, because that was the biggest thing that, because I had to ask, of course. Um, when you are playing in your Xbox, I don't know about PlayStation, so I don't know. But I do know that on Xbox, people would come in, obviously, they're cross platform, and I would say hi, welcome, because they were new when the game first came out for console, and they didn't know how to chat. So I was like, holy crap. Because, I know that if they hit Y, that's not going to work. They don't have a keyboard to hit Y. So I turned around and I asked, I goes, which one is it for the controller? I mean, I had to ask. Of course I had to ask. But, so then when I go play on my Xbox and I still don't like it, I know you can attach a keyboard, so I wonder if I attached the keyboard to the Xbox, would it have the same as like a PC? Because they do have those mini keyboards that you can add if you want to your Xbox. Um, but yeah, I remember I had to push down, and then you can chat. Oh, okay. So yeah, yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Um, Usually, like again on Xbox, if I'm playing Farm Together and someone is obviously playing the same game as me, we go into a chat room and we don't have to push down on anything. Oh, I hate that. See, that should have just hit my tractor like a magnet, but no, it won't do that. I should get that lucky. But everybody, get on their Discord channel, their Red Edit channel, and please say to them, could you please just let us just pick it up automatically? It just automatically comes to us instead of us kind of searching around. Because, by the way, with the tickets, I know you're not familiar with the dialects. It's sort of not worth it. Because you'll get a ticket booth, and that was a ticket. That you can go to the ticket booth and pick up things that you want to trade in for tickets. It's really not worth it. You didn't hear me say that. But a lot of people will tell you that I mean, you can get the building and stuff like that, but I'm just not impressed. Because I can use my favor if I need it in a pinch. I can use my favor to get any items on the farm that I need, as opposed to the ticket shop. So, like, if you wonder what are those things float, and you only have 10 minutes, by the way, to get that ticket. But yeah, that's like the new things. But we do have a lot of other new stuff though. Oh, dialects, did you miss Halloween? Please tell me you didn't. Did you at least play through Halloween? Oh, please say you did. Oh, good Lord. Oh, you missed all the goodies though. Oh, man. missed the bat fruit trees. You missed some good stuff. Oh man. You better play on the Christmas event. You better play. Cuz I missed it last year. So, and I did miss the Halloween event. I thought I did it. Yeah, but if you need anything you'd like that you like for the Halloween event, you know, you can ask and I'll get it to you. My farm must be public, huh? Is it? Maybe? No. Okay. I wonder if they're going to... I think they left. Did they leave? No. No? Yep. No. I don't know. Where'd they go? They must have... Let me see. They joined, but you don't know where they went to. Where the heck did they go? It says they joined, right? Oh, they're over there with the donkeys. Please start playing again. I feel bad now because I'm doing these flowers and they're probably doing donkeys. Let me see. Nope, they're not touching the donkeys yet. Well, if you feed one... They're doing donkeys. Donkeys, yeah. Oh, look who's... Oh, my... Oh. Now, this person here, Nanur, oh, my God, they are awesome, and they got a beautiful farm. Beautiful farm. 473. That's all right. Why start from zero? You mean like, as in, oh my God, no. You gonna, oh, you know how painful that is? You realize that's painful when you start from the beginning, right? Oh my God. That is like the most painful thing. You like it, huh? Yeah, well, that's like me with my farm that's level... My gosh. It's level 125. And believe it or not, that was my original farm. Good heavens. Oh. You know what, though? I bet you there's one thing you won't like: running out of gas. I'm just saying. You know, gas, petrol, you're going to be halfway across the planet. And when you're halfway across the planet, guess what? Oh. I'm going to take note of my animals. Animals? Yeah, let's take her to the animals. Take her to the animals. It is! I'm telling you. Go watch my first video on YouTube and you'll feel my pain. Just do that and you'll see. Oh my gosh, they're 473. Now this person, I don't have their code, but this person, if you see this person up, when you're doing a search, do yourself a favor, go to that farm. It's a beautiful farm. It's just excellent. It's an excellent farm. They have lots of goodies. Do I want to do the purple? Yeah, I'll do the purple. Now see, these are prestiged. Yeah. Yeah, because see, when I first play, it still happens to me now on occasions. Yesterday was funny because when I was streaming, I ran out of gas once. And that never should have happened. Ever. Oh, actually, I'll show you something. Hold on a minute. Let's go here. And I'm going to pick me up some gas over here. Okay. Now, see, I got a full tank. Even though, yeah, I did this little dweeby stuff. It's not going to matter. But let me show you. Let me show you something. Oh, okay, so I can do an extra row. Okay, that works. Okay. See, like on the my garage is full. It's like it's capped, so I don't have to do it anymore. This is where you can fall asleep. So I did have the white mulberries here. I didn't think I did. Well, doggone it. But see how big this field is? I can do the whole field without running out of gas. And I know I gassed up. I know I did that. But I can still do the whole field and have gas remaining. Even if I did one more row over on the on the other side, I can still have one more. And this line has 387 potatoes. So each line is 387. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You can go. You that's why the importance of I tell people, one of the first things I tell them is make sure you level up in your garage because you will run out of gas. I'm not sure, Dialects, if you're aware of this, but let's say, for example, you're running low on gas. I mean, yeah, you can, but you want to finish that little bit of the row. What you can do is you can stop, just like that, and I think it takes about a minute or less. But your gas will refill up enough for you to, kind of make it to the end, just to get to that thing. But it does. If you stop, that's all you have to do. You just stop where you are, and it will refill a little at a time, not a lot, just a teeny little bit. But hey, gosh, I wish my flowers were up. I would have told her, hey. Yeah, I love their farm. I was on their farm, yesterday? And, oh, yeah, they got a great setup. See what I'm saying about the ticker, how slow it is for potatoes to level up? It is slow, but, at least I get two. They're prestige number 5, and I get one extra eggplant. So instead, I get a total of 2. Now, if I prestige them up to 10, I'm not going to do the potatoes up to 10. I mean, I could, but I really don't want to. Yep, that's another new thing, and I'll show you what that is. But if you're going to start over, it's going to take you a little bit to get that building. But here's how prestige works. For example, if you notice, if you can see it, oops, there's a ticket. Okay. Okay. But now if you notice, I get 2 eggplants. Because usually usually what happens is when you're harvesting potatoes or whatever you're harvesting, you normally get 1 item. Okay. So when you prestige them, and all they do is you have to level them up to 100. That would make them for prestige 2, and then you do it again for 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 10. I've only done these to level 5, okay? But level 5, it gives me 1 extra resource. So if I went and boosted, I would get twice that much. So, that's what I like. But don't go cuckoo crazy prestiging everything. Just prestige what you need, because it can get very pricey. Um, like for me, what I did was only because I had workers on my potatoes, or on the potatoes and the corn at the time. Um, they will level it up. So each time it hit level 100, I could just go back and pay the amount for prestiging them. The downfall is it can be very costly depending on what you choose to prestige. Well, listen, I'm going to keep you busy with the prestige and what you need to put down. But it's really good to see you back. It really is. I'm glad you're back. See, my gas is doing really well, and I've got 1 more row of potatoes. Now, even though I have 1 more row of potatoes, I could probably go over to the cornfield and do 2 more rows before I have to get gas. And see, so I know I can go a long way. And we have new stuff too. I'm not sure what level you'll get them at, but we have 5 different onions. Oh yeah, there's tons of new things. Yeah, yeah. See, yeah, I'll show you when I get to when I come back on the potatoes. I'll show you the new things that we have as far as veggies. And they have a bundle. It's called the Meadow Pack. And the Meadow Pack, you get an outfit, some fencing, oh, and that's where you do get you get the onions from. There was something else too. We got new vegetables. See, now I'm gonna get the 2 of them screwed up. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, tons of new stuff though for sure. I like it. Really, that's it? Let me see. Plus, we also got four new. Well, wait. We had the standard one, two. Plus, we get four houses instead of the two. We now have four. But let me see. See, now I didn't run out of gas. But let me see. I mean, we got new roads, a couple of them. See, this here is the Halloween stuff. This is not. This is that bundle, like the meadow fence. It's actually pretty. It's not bad. It's the meadow pack. You get the fencing. You get okay, lights. You get all the fence stuff. I think you get. Did they put it all in order? Yes, they did. Okay. And see, there's some more from the game. You know, a birdhouse, the bench, another little sled, and a sauna. That's in the pack, and you do get a different outfit. Let me see. Houses. This is what you get. You get that house right there, half timbered house. It's kind of cute. So you do get that house, and where is the other house? I think they. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, and then they added these. This is the meadow pack. One gives you diamonds, and the other one gives you gold. So I mean, it's a nice little pack if you get it. Oh, and meadow pack, you get the Edelweiss flowers. They're okay. Let me see. I think, yep. Fish, no new fish. Animals, well, other than the last, I don't know if you knew that we had donkeys. Now wait a minute. Wait. You know what? It's better to do this. I'll show you. I'm just going to stand here for a moment and just pretend I'm going to add something, but I'm not. I'm going to do by resource because it's easier that way. Okay. Oh, and also from the same pack. Well, you can definitely get the past event. You just have to do the event. You really have. That's what you have to do from past event. But like I said, if you wanted something from the past event, you can still get it. You know what I mean? Like I know, like for me, I didn't realize it. I'm not kidding you when I say this. I got fully the Halloween stuff because for some reason, maybe I had things going on in my life, so I wasn't really into the game. But we did get parsnip, which is part of the eggplant, and that's part of the meadow pack bundle. So you did get quite a lot from that meadow park pack. See, you got 3 different types of the eggplant style things. But I want to get down to, okay, I always get these confused. Okay, this is your yellow onions. That's new. That was no pack. It's just automatically, it's going to automatically be there from an update. So you'll get a yellow onion, a sweet onion, and a black. Oops, nope. Wait a minute. We got 5 onions. Maybe I didn't open them all. I probably didn't yet. Okay, so you get a total of 5 new onions. And that's going to fall under the garlic kind of thing, so. But there's a lot of new stuff that, that's there that, you can have that you'll get. But then there's a lot of free stuff too, you know what I mean, that they added as far as, vegetables and things like that. And animals, if you haven't played that long enough. So, but take your time at it. It's like you say, you want to sit back and relax, take your time. I mean, look at me. I'm level 450. I should be 7 something, right? No, I'm not. Gilded eggs. I think those are spring. Hold on a minute. Are those spring? I think they are. I think. I think. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Well, I better get cracking over here, huh? Um. Oh, yeah. I wonder if I'll have time. Okay, the eggplant's down, so what's the deal? I don't know, but I'm gonna plant these strawberries. I know it says 70, but you know what? I'm gonna do the full boat. See, I honestly have to tell you, um, uh, I'm going to be making time for me. It's like make some time for yourself, and if you got that, you're good. You're golden. You know, um, and I was kind of like saying this even yesterday. Make whatever makes you happy. Make it happy. I don't depend on other people making me happy. Absolutely not. Not anymore. I was not sure if I could take for you. I did. Oh, you can. It's good. Okay, so now the next one is. Oh, we know that that's a spring one, so I'm going to do it. Yeah, the thing I do enjoy about my streaming and playing my game is that no one bothers me and I'm good to go and I'm doing something that I like to do. And, yeah, I agree. Well, they don't like to take a chop either. Okay, so the next one is this one because I have already got those. So the next one's going to be my tomatoes. Now, see, now they got a decent farmer, and they just said they don't like the ticket thing either. So, we, it's kind of funny I need money. Too bad I can't exchange my crystals with players. Oh, you need money. What do you mean you need money? You weren't broke the other day. I bet you because you. I bet you because she's been prestiging every damn thing to prestige, and she goes But no, I have found throughout the years that, and people have said it to me, but you know what? It's part of my nature. I was like talking to my brother about this the other day. And those that can relate will understand this. Um, I'm someone, yep, I'm someone, and I know that there's plenty of you out there, God bless you, but I'm somebody that I am a people person. And if you need help or something like that, I'm the first one to step up, you know. And sometimes I'll get the, "Are you sure that's what you want? Are you sure? Is it okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's just do this." Because I don't care. I mean, I don't care what it is that that person needs or, you know, help with or whatever. I will just do it. I mean, in my real life, that is the person that I am. And I was saying that to my brother, and he says, "Yeah, I know you are. You're a people person." And there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Though what's wrong with it is when you let people take advantage of you, then that's what's wrong with the picture. And you should never let anybody take advantage of you because you're somebody that's got a good heart and you do for others, but they don't do jack diddly do for you. So for you, they don't help you. They don't do nothing. They could kill us if you live or die. But I'll tell you something. That's the person. That person though will say they're takers. They're just takers. You know what I mean? It's like you're the giver. They're the taker. They'll take, 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 and they won't stop. They'll just keep on going. So I do. I finally, after a long time, um, I had to make those boundaries and draw them because I always like to see the goodness in the person. I'd always like to know that that person would, like, I guess the expression goes, paying it forward. And I kind of like to think people do that. Sometimes they don't. Okay, so they don't. But, I've had friends call me on the phone or come visit, and, they need help with something, and I'll help them out without asking, without a question. And I don't mind doing that. Sometimes I'll see things and you know, I'll I'll help that person out. Not that I do this all the time because I don't. But then there's this element that's missing. The element that's missing is when you take care of yourself. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, you know, you're not miserable helping out other people. You're just miserable with yourself, saying to yourself, "I am still unhappy. I'm not content. What's wrong with me?" There's nothing wrong with you. What's wrong is that element is that you're not doing things for yourself that make you happy. And it doesn't matter what it is. Like, I like playing my game. That's what makes me happy. Um, I love cooking. That's what, well, I love cooking, but I love cooking and watching people enjoy my food, you know? Um, but I also have to find that middle area of what makes me happy because, in that same sense, um, I don't rely and depend on my mother, father, sister, brother, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you want to call it. I do not rely on them to make me happy. I never do. And yes, sometimes people can be very thoughtful and, do things for you, which, yeah, that makes me happy. And thank you very much, kind of thing. But only you really know deep down what makes you happy. Even and do yourself a favor. Don't say, "Well, I like making people happy." No, 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 no. I like making people laugh. No, 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 no. Do what makes you happy. That is the key to, feeling, I think, better about yourself. And I mean, I seriously think that's what it is. But if you're constantly helping everybody else out and not yourself, you got to stop doing that. It's a bad habit. Bad. Because, like, I will go, oh, here comes Dialex. Hey, Dialex, can you do something for me? Can you give me this? Can you loan me some money? And, that's the worst thing. When you loan money to people and you know deep down that they're not going to pay you back, but you still give them money. How many of you do that? I've done it. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it anymore. It's bad. It's really bad. We're all guilty of that. So it's and so that's where you have to draw that boundary. You really do, because if you don't, well, you could be a miserable sob. How's that? And the thing is, nobody likes me when I'm miserable. They don't. I don't know why. They just don't. Oh, she got one. She got a ticket. Oh, no, left. And I bet you there's a ticket over there. Yep. Now, see, I'm over here. That ticket's over there. And I'm going to wait. See the ticket? That's it right there. Because the other person that was here that was helping out. Okay. Just an FYI. Yep. They did my bunnies. Yeah. Now, where the hell's the ticket? Where's the ticket? Oh, shit. I got 10 minutes. Oh, okay. Poof. Okay, so now I got to do some more tomatoes. See, I got my tomatoes at Prestige. But let me take you to the Prestige building, because these things ain't going anywhere. Let me show you the Prestige building. Ooh, what do you got? Is anything good? Yep, I'll take it. Okay. No, that's not the Prestige building. Thank you. And I'll show you the ticket shop, and I'm going to show you why it's not. Don't go cuckoo crazy with it, getting it. I'll show you why that is. Okay. I gotta. Okay. Here we go. Okay, this here is called the Farming Academy, okay? And this here is this is where the Prestige starts, ends, and begins. And it also goes under every, different category of whatever you got. Including mushroom. Oh, is that a blue one? Oh, crap, I don't know if that's a blue one or not. Red pine, yes, it is. Ew, it's 20, oh, that's hurt, that is so painful. I know, exactly. So, these are the things, like I was saying, like my corn, This one here, I'm waiting to finally get it to level 5. Okay? Prestige-wise. But yes, it can be very costly. And I won't go crazy. I'm not going to go crazy doing them all. I'm just not. I'm not. I mean, look at this. A red pineapple, right? And the red pineapples are how many hours? No, I don't think so. So, yeah. Yeah. So that is why I chose potatoes and corn. I suppose if... And by the way, you got to kind of pay attention to how many seasons they are. I mean, if you want to do something that's a couple of seasons, you're good, sort of. No, but I picked potatoes and I picked the corn because it's all 4 seasons and I'm good to go. And they're both at Prestige 5, so that's a good thing. But I mean, I'm not prestiging everything, absolutely not. I mean, look at that. 31 million? Yeah, okay. And my friend said she's broke. She needs to get gold. Yeah, I can see why. I do think it's kind of silly in a way, but then again, see, I was going to do my grapes, but then I know that Ace said he did. He works on the summer ones. But even so, And the thing is, the more you prestige, the more it costs. Oh, trust you me. Watch this. I hope you're sitting down, Dialects. I don't want you to have a heart attack. But check this out. I mean, 90 million, 36,000. No. I did it to this one, though. Because that's your first. Yeah, I mean, it's very sad. So, I'm very choosy and picky, so it's kind of like I did prestige two fish. Yeah, I did. I prestige two fish. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I prestige this one. That's the low level one, and that one, and that one. And the reason behind that is, um, you're always going to be if you start making a fish farm, you're always going to run out of the low level ones first. Okay, so that's the reason why I did that. Um, and we have the horses. I think the only thing that I prestige was two things: my pink rabbit, my Easter rabbit. I did prestige that one. I did prestige the California rabbit because they're every 45 minutes, and they level up pretty much okay. I did prestige Leghorn, but and that doesn't cost too much. You know what I'm saying? So if I do, and that means if I do prestige them, you know, it's only going to cost me 500,200 diamonds. So I'm going to prestige them again. Okay. So now, and the Leghorns, any chicken is mainly slow. They're slow to level up, and but at least I know if my Leghorn hits level 5, okay, that I'll get 2 eggs. But then I get eggs from these guys too. Hopefully, though, it will change the amount of diamonds I get. That's the only thing I'm working for, is to get, obviously more diamonds. Because you're going to need more diamonds when you know, when you are on your when you're on your farm, and you have to open it up. Summer is coming. What is the quest? Summer is coming. Let's see what it says. Oh, llamas. Okay, let's pin that up because then I'll have the chance to do it for. Where's my llamas? Oh, they ain't ready yet. Oh well, so much for that. But yeah, I mean, the friend that was just here, she's got a lot of her stuff prestige, a lot, and has a lovely farm. Their farm is levels. Their farm is level 750. Okay, um, but I get what they're doing as far as their prestige in it. They want to get everything done. So then, guess what? They'll have double of everything on their farm. I know that they have some things that they're prestiging up to 10. So, but again, it's going to cost you big bucks. And yep, I have 3 billion gold. That doesn't mean nothing because, I can prestige and prestige, but the drawback is I'm going to be having a lot of gold going and diamonds. So it's kind of like you got to weigh the pros and cons. You know what I mean? You got to weigh the pros and cons. And it is easy to make money in this game as far as that's concerned. It can be easy to make diamonds provided that you open up the right shops and you level them up. The 2 shops in particular that I leveled up was the arts and crafts shop, which is for the sheep, okay, because you get the wool from. And that's the thing, too. Oh, I should have showed you that, the ticket box, and then you'll understand what I'm saying. The things that they're offering you for tickets from the ticket shop are not worth it. Because you see this here? This is all wool. Each row represents 387 of, those animals. So why would I go to the ticket shop to trade in tickets to get wool is beyond me. They offer you red roses, and I they offer you the rose. That's the flower, when you're making honey. The thing about that is that why would I need that? Because on my farm that's got all those flowers, I have a lot of them. Same thing with horseshoes. I have the donkeys and I have the horses. You know, so I mean, there were just things to me, and even like my friend said, there's nothing that you can use. And at the same token, if you take a look, I mean, if you needed something in a pinch and you have favor, do yourself a favor. Go to the collaboration hub and get what you need because it's going to be cheaper with the exception of the metals. They cost a little bit more, but you know what? I'd rather use my favor to get what I need if I needed it in a pinch. That's what I would do. It'd be just like, oh, see, it flew right over my head. So, I mean, that's why, like, with people, I say to them, hey, if you need something, diamonds or metals, let me know if I'm on your farm. I will give you what I have because I can get favor really fast. And you can too because, what people are doing now is they have like lettuce farms, but you don't always have to do a lettuce thing either. Um, if you go on a farm that has low level crops, you're going to earn your favor. Flowers are a little slower to get favor. The only thing they're good for really is just getting your XP, depending on the flower. Trees, I don't know. I think it kind of depends. Like I did Ace's farm. To get favor wasn't as fast, but now I didn't do the apple ones. But he said, yeah, if you did the apple ones, you get favor faster. I didn't know that. I just did the lemons and the pears because he needed those on his farm. I mean, generally as a rule, when I go to someone else's farm, I will look down there and I will look at their inventory, little inventory wall, and I'll say, oh, they need more of peppers, or oh God, they need grapes. You know what I mean? I will do that. I will harvest, and hopefully, if I can replant that item for them, I will do that. So, I mean, I try to look because, I mean, because if that person's AFK, right? Look at my wheat; it's fluctuating. That it's full. I know it's full. So, um, the thing about that is that when you're on somebody's farm, just take a look and see what they need. If you can do free, if it's, something that they, because sometimes too you can see them, you'll have to replant the same thing. No big deal. But I often do if I can replant something on their farm that they need, I will replant it. Um, that's generally what I've been doing, and I always do because I go, oh gee, they need more eggplant and they need more wheat or something. I'll usually do that. I will never plant something that's gonna take 12 hours. Absolutely will not do that. And I know people do that, thinking, oh well, they'll get more of this. No, 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 no. I, it's kind of like I'd rather see somebody plant corn or potatoes or something low level that I can use and I can and they also can too because especially if you plant lettuce, guess what? If you plant it, it's going to be ready in 5 minutes, so you're good. So yeah, but now I'm still out in the count with this garlicky thing. I haven't decided. I haven't decided. Oh, you haven't seen the spooky trees, have you? No. We'll have to get you a spooky tree. Well, I call it a spooky tree. They're called fruit bat trees. They drop diamonds. So they drop diamonds, and see the little bats. They are ready. in August and excuse me, they're ready in fall, autumn, or winter. Then that's when they're ready. Now see, these are my little chickens. Now I want you to see this because I tried explaining this the other day, and I want you to see how this works. That's why I say if you prestige anything, I don't care what it is, okay? Watch how fast or slow it levels up, especially now. Um, see how fast that's going? I'm not touching them. My workers are. Okay, so what I'm going to do is watch this. You see how fast it's going? It's going pretty fast, right, to level it up? Okay, here's the little drawback. It's going fast because it probably needs little to, hardly anything for XP, okay? That is why you see it, you go, oh yeah, I want to prestige that. Da-da-da-da. Don't do it. Wait until it's like level, and you'll know, because you'll see it slowing down. Wait until it hits like level 20, 25, and then go and make that decision. Because whatever you prestige has to be level 100 anyways. Okay? So if you watch the ticker and you watch how fast or slow it goes, you're going to go, oh, okay, you see what I'm saying? But now, see, it's still going pretty quick on level on 10. But now, I'm going to show you something else with these chickens. Watch this. These are the New Hampshire ones, right? Okay, so it's barely moving. You see how slow? It's not fast. It's not slow, but it's like in between. So you kind of have to wait until like it gets out of its lobby zone or low level zone until it hits like a medium zone. So when it hits that medium zone, you're gonna go, oh, okay, so it's going pretty fast, or it's going, medium, and you can appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But don't do it when it's level. Wait, just wait. Like, like I just made those. I prestige those to level now 2. But if you notice, they kind of like leveled up pretty quick and fast. Yes, they did. But you see, that's because they're low level XP wise. So they're gonna move slow. It's gonna so you kind of pay attention to what you're doing after it hits 100 before you hit that prestige button. Because see, look at my batteries. I mean, it is level 3, and in the beginning they will go pretty fast, just like the chickens. But as they progressively move towards the goal of 100, it's going to kind of have a steady pace. So that's one of the big things that I tell people is, listen, don't prestige until you know that's what you want to do. Because you could get stuck like I did. I prestige a crop that I thought, oh, this has got 4 seasons, like the potatoes. Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. That thing hardly moved. I mean, my potatoes was leveling up faster than that thing was. I'm like, oh my God. And like, oh, no. And I only prestige it once, and I will never do it again. I learned my lesson. I don't mess with it anymore. And flowers and everything are the same way. So again, I would recommend before you prestige anything, let it hit 100. Okay? And then what you do is when you let it hit 100, well, even before that, you'll know. I mean, you'll see how fast or slow that ticker's going to go when it's leveling up, when it's getting XP. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. You just got to kind of keep your eye on it. And that's what I've been doing. But I prestige the potatoes, the corn, and those tomatoes because it's a factory thing, got nothing to do with the animals. I have yet to prestige anything that's a garlic type, only because this the one that's a four season isn't really the best one to do it to. So I haven't come to that point where I really want to prestige something. Um, my animals, I only did one, which was the chicken. I did a chicken, a cow, and I think that was it for animals for prestige wise. Um, I just haven't had a time to watch what moves faster than the other. Stuff like that. I just haven't had a chance to do that. But let me see. Is there anything else? Let me see. The rabbits aren't too bad. The ones that I prestige aren't too bad. You know, they kind of move at the same pace, so they're not that bad. What is that? Number 10. Oh, I know what that is now. Okay, so I'm gonna do my chickens here. Seeing again. Now, see, I think this one moves a little slower than the other chickens, and it's 170. It's just a teeny bit, you know, just a teeny bit level up wise. So it's going to hit a level 171 soon, eventually. Okay, now you can see it. See what I'm talking about? It's not a slow. It's not slow. It's not fast. It's like in between. So I mean, that's what you got to look for, you know. And yeah, if you prestige this chicken now, it's gonna go all the way back to level 100. By the way, because you're prestiging it. Yeah. And my corn guys, what are you guys doing? You're really going to town up there. And I only have 2 workers on my corn. I could probably remove them because they're rank. It's rank. They're prestige at 5. But they're picking up 2 corn every time. I probably should put them on my. Oh no, yeah, I should. No, there are 2 on the garlic, so the garlic isn't too bad. No. Um. Wow, they're going crazy. Oh, and the other new thing, I don't know. The other new thing that I know that dialects you probably didn't know, um, and some of you probably don't know. What they did too was with the update when they did make it the update. Oh no, I'm not going to show you that way because it's just going to look screwy. It's easier this way. What they did do was they made all the fruits and vegetables the same. Like if you see it says 24.85, 24.85. Okay, they made them all. They did the same thing with flowers, with the exception of anything that's a poinsettia. Okay, so in other words, if your flower shop and your warehouse is capped, you can get 25,085 of all the flowers, with the exception of poinsettias. Okay, um, with the yarn and that it's 1350. So they did increase your inventory on that. They did do that. But they should have, I think they should have increased, like a lot of stuff, but they didn't. I'm going to do those grapes. Oh God, I'm out of grapes, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get me some fava. Fava. I'm just going to, oh no, I'm not selling it. Oh, you know what? I'll sell some wheat. What's your upgrade? Ew. Okay. That works. Oh, God, no. Jeez, I ought to be ashamed of myself. Now, see, someone did ask me about that with your warehouse. When you're upgrading things, like if you have your warehouse, inventory warehouse, completely capped out, right? The purpose behind the shops when you're upgrading them is so you can have more inventory of that particular item. Like in this here at the bakery, I'm increasing the inventory that, I get. But if I cash stuff in, like I'll get some diamonds, which, is great. I'll take that. See? So, I mean, that is the plus side. I'll trade in some flowers. Because obviously that's a way of generating your diamonds. But see, I'm not going to touch those flowers because I use them for the honey. But let's go over here. Get me one little... Oops. I almost hit the wrong thing. You're going, where's my thing? Here we go. What? Wait a second. Oh. It helps to do that, doesn't it? Okay, now I'm going to leave. Go do my grapes, whatever they are. Okay, so now this is the grapey. No, I don't have all signs up. So crimson grapes is summer. So she's doing all crimson grapes. And and see, the thing is, I'm using boost because I don't have a lot of grapes. I depleted them, so I just depleted them. Dialex, I had a whole bunch of diamonds yesterday, over 4 million. Imagine that. And poof, they're gone. But I opened up a big bunch of land. Well, I didn't. Mr. T did it for me, but I was really grateful for that. Well, Mr. T opened up more walls and more plots on my farm 4. I said, go ahead, have at it. I don't care. I get more diamonds. You know what I'm saying? It was the happiest day of his life, too, doing that, spending all my diamonds like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. One of my friends, right, I was on their farm like a couple of weeks ago. And they had like 10 million and some other things. And they said, and they asked me to help them, and I did. But I would tell them step by step. I says, hey, I'm going to put these down and those down and this over here. It's like, yeah, okay, I said, but don't worry about it. You'll get your money back. And then I was just putting things down, placing them and everything. And then he turns around and he says, hey, he said, I had 10 million. Now I'm down to 2. I said, don't worry about it. We'll get you more back. We did. So, I mean, it's just kind of funny because, when you do try to help people and, you're trying to place this stuff down. I mean, I'm very careful what I put down so they don't get broke. But the beauty about when you are planting things and then harvesting them, you're gonna make that gold back. Even if you boost it, you're gonna double it. You're gonna get it back. I mean, I don't even like on one of my farms that I have with flowers. I don't have them all watered. Nope. I stopped doing that. I used to, and yes, you can get more money and things like that, but I don't bother. I don't bother anymore. Unless they're, like a high-end flower and I know people are going to get, some decent XP and stuff like that, I'll do it, but I won't do it to, like, the low-level stuff. Not really. If I got enough, yeah, I'll do it, but I don't, and You know, I like having the 44,000 um, ribbons right now. So, yo, I know. I know you do. But see, there are people that can't put those pink flowers down. You know what I mean? They can't, they don't have enough to place them yet. So, I think. I think you get that blue poinsettia first. That thing, oh my God. I was like, are you serious? I gotta wait forever for that thing to. Oh, that was a pain in the neck. That really was. That was just so painful. Um, it should be. I thought. Oh gosh, I got a goat in here. And you know that's new. I have never seen the musical notes do that before on the piano. That's new. They added that little animation. It's cute. Oh, I didn't even put any food on the stove. Okay. Are those full? Nope. And I generally wait. Oh my. But now, you know, it's probably too late to ask, but here's the thing, right? Let me ask you this. They're not a fast leveling flower, are they? They're not. They slow level. That's the thing that I see about them. They're slow level flower. See the little notes? That is cool. I like that. It says, yay, she's doing something. You know, I'm curious to know if anybody has prestiged any of the food stuff that you cook in your house. You know, especially because, I mean, how often do people go to their house to make their food? Because I know I don't. I know I definitely don't. Um, wait a minute, how? Oh, peanuts, 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 stupid peanuts. Oh, and it's fall. Holy crap. Well, that's okay. Where's the peanuts? Come on. Oh, they're up here. Whoa. Ah. I don't know. I'll have to watch it the next time. I'll have to watch it. See, that's what I've been doing now a lot is I've been watching what kind of levels up a little faster than the other. Um, and going by that. But hey, I got my farm at 497. I'm so proud of that. Even though I know the 750 is the. Oh, you probably don't know this, Dialects. The new level is now officially for your farm 750, and the new level for yourself is 750. Just an FYI. Oh, crap. Why did I do that? I'm a slow learner, T. And I just screwed it up. But that's okay. I'm slow. You're a level 750. Yeah, and here's the other thing. And how many farms did you have to use to get to 750? How many? With pink on them. Hmm. That's another question I have. How many? One? Oh, here's what I wanted to ask you. When you're doing dual screen, right? Are both your characters getting XP or is it just the one? I heard it. I thought I heard it. Nope. I heard something. Oh. Really? I was kind of wondering about that. Like, do you get, is it one or, yeah. I think eventually, Christmas tree is cool. I think eventually I'm going to want one of these, I'm going to want those fences. These ones. Oh, wait. Is it this one? No. I kind of like this one. I don't know. I don't know. Someone gave me those. D Ghost gave me them. I gotta do my garlic up here. And then in 15 minutes, I'm gonna call it a day. And go eat some food. I made some really good pasta last night there, Mr. T. It was very good. And I still got some left over. Oops. Oh, what am I doing? French bean. Where is it? Oh. See, French bean is 2 seasons. I think I have it set up for... I don't know. I think... I'm going to have to do it eventually. But I kind of like this because it's a short time. So I might prestige both. Because the one for 4 seasons just doesn't work for me. Oh, jeepers. See. Oh, yeah. I have to jump the fence to get the stupid thing, too. Yeah, okay, thanks. Ace said he had to take his high walls down because, well, he has a couple of choices. Move the wall because you can't jump it. Or, I guess, go to the other side. But he was saying too, he's not getting as many tickets as he thought he would, and his shop, is he raised it up the level on, so I don't know. But I'm not gonna worry about upgrading that shop at all. I'm gonna keep with what I have, and if I really, like I said, if I really, really, really need something, I'll use my favor. Oh, how much favor can you get now, Mr. T? At 750? Because I have a feeling they changed it. What do you mean player based? Yeah, but if you are level 750, you're capped. Don't I mean? Did they raise the favor up higher? I mean, I would think they. Oh. Well, you enjoy your dinner, Dialects, and I'm so glad you're back and you're doing okay. I appreciate you being here. You know that. Walnut trees. Yes, you will. I'll see you soon. Take care of yourself. Oh, 678. Wow. Oh, 194. Ooh. So let me see. 194. I wonder if the favor then is going to be 200. Maybe? Hmm. 212. Oh, wow. That's pretty decent. Not bad. Let me see. Am I missing anything that needs to be placed? I have those, so I'm not going to worry about it. And, okay. Well, I'm going to go back to my building because I am hungry. I want to eat some food. But I want to put some shout outs and prayers for my friends and for anybody that needs it. I do want to put my thoughts and prayers out there to you. Allie, I know you watch occasionally. I hope things are okay with you. And stuff like that. I do hope that you're okay. And because, we all need some prayer once in a while and thoughts, and they do work. Some of you don't think so, but they do. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to pray that you get $1 million because that ain't going to happen. So just to let you know that. I know you know that. But anyways, I'm going to step out because I'm going to go eat some food. But thank you so much for being here. God bless you all. And I also hope you have a very blessed day. For sure. If I had $1 million, I think there would be only one thing that I would do, and that's it. But other than that, I wouldn't do anything about it. Yeah, let me see. So my chat box looks okay. I'm gonna do that thing that he said to do. But anyways, take care, folks. It's been fun, and I do appreciate your being here. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Take care. God bless.